Hello and welcome to my channel. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps. And please subscribe if you want to see more. If you press the little bell icon, you will automatically get the latest video in your feed. Thank you so much for watching.
If you haven't watched the description video, my page is named MinusPlusEquals. It means that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Our personal life is a chain of reactions based on actions. Many times we cannot control the actions, but we are 100% in control over the reaction. So if we don't like or understand our choice of reactions, we should ask ourselves why. I once had a multimillionaire here in my studio who had done everything but couldn't find the meaning of life. And he told me when he saw my book that, I was thinking about becoming a philosopher, so I started reading philosophy. But you don't become a philosopher by reading about other people, how they reach their knowledge, going through pain and anxiety and struggle to find out who they are. You start by asking yourself, why do I want to read philosophy? That will lead to 1,000 more questions, and for every question you find an answer to, you will understand more about who you are. Many times I hear people talking about life like it's something that happens to them, and that they are not responsible or in control over it, which is very interesting when every person's life is based on choices. From the smallest ones, like getting out of bed, looking at your feet, taking the first step, to the much bigger ones like starting a war or deciding to be responsible over your life by having a baby. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, and let me just fill in here, anymore, because I've done my fair share. I'm also a 100% kind of person. So I came to a point where I had to take out things that I knew was doing me more bad than good. If somebody came up to me, for example, and say, hey, do you want to go for a beer? I say, I don't go for a beer. And people say, well, don't you like beer? No, I said, I don't go for a beer. Either we drink or we don't, and if we drink we start and then we finish when there is no more to drink. If it takes days, it doesn't matter. If I take one piece of chocolate, I'm going to go to bed with the Ben & Jerry's. But by channelizing all my compulsive behavior into my creativity, made it also possible for me to write my book in only 2 weeks. So when I come to a party, this usually happens. Someone says, so what do you want to drink? I say, I'll take a water. So you're driving today? I say, no, actually I don't drink. Today, no, actually I don't drink at all. You don't drink? I mean, what? I mean, like a glass of wine. You can have a glass of wine. That's not drinking. Later at night, the same person come up to me with a beer and a cigarette and goes up, oh, I have such respect for you for not drinking. You know, I wish I was more like you. I mean, do you want water? I like you. You have my respect. Highest respect. Respect. I have not drinking. I smoked too much. I would like to quit smoking. This is really bad for you. I tried hypnosis, everything, and nothing works. It's horrible, impossible. Horrible, impossible. And I say, well, you smoke because you want to. I don't want to smoke. This is not good for you. Look at the package here. It's a picture of cancer. This will kill you. Well, why would you do something like that? I don't want to. It's like it's just toxin. It's like I cannot stop it. It's horrible. It's hard. I cannot do it. And I say like, well, if I would take a ball here and I would shit in it, put a spoon in it and give it to you, you wouldn't eat it because you don't want to. So you want to smoke, but you know it's not good for you. The conflict comes from you doing what you think that you should do. So that creates a stress, and when you are stressed, it breaks down your immune system, which makes this much more lethal for you. So you should actually say, well, I smoke because I want to, and maybe one day I will quit, but obviously not right now, because right now it's like I'll choose to smoke. So we all choose what we want to do, and if we want to change, you have to accept that you are in charge of every decision you make. That's why the acceptance speech in the AAA is so important. Hello, my name is Peter and I'm an alcoholic. Because if you don't even accept that you have a problem, there is absolutely nothing you can do. Sometimes when I hear people quitting something, I can hear them relating to this kind of achievement in like, well, I haven't done it for 1 year, 73 days and 16 hours. Which means that you actually are a person who is doing this, but you haven't for 1 year, 73 days and 16 hours. I started doing drugs, smoking and drinking when I was 13, and I quit when I was 24. Well, alcohol went back and forth until I was 45. Before quitting, I smoked 2 packages of non-filter cigarettes and a lot of hashish every day. So much that I was coughing up black particles in my hand. And when I decided to quit, I just told myself I never smoked. So I took my package, throw it away, and had no problems whatsoever. So when we tell ourselves that something is hard, difficult, or even impossible, we should just ask ourselves, why do we do that?